Turnschuh.tv weiter auf der Bread&Butter für euch unterwegs und jetzt am Stand von Asics bzw. Onizuka Tiger gelandet. Ihr wisst schon, Asics ist die Performance-Marke von Asics und Onizuka Tiger ist die Lifestyle-Marke. Das heißt, es ist ein bisschen aufgeteilt, gleiches Label, aber das haben wir euch ja bei Turnschuh.tv schon oft genug gesagt. Neben mir sitzt jetzt der Sales Manager für Europa, European Sales Manager James. And James, and now I switch to English. James is trying to tell me what we can expect fall winter 2014, 2015. James, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, what do we have? What is Asics and Onizuka Tiger having on plan?
Well, I mean, really exciting season for us. I think the big part that we're trying to convey to our consumers is we're really investing. So we're looking back, first of all, in our archive, because we obviously have a really strong archive of great retro products, which we're looking at new models to bring back. So you would have recently seen the Spotlyte 5 has been reintroduced to the market, which we've had a really good response to. That's followed up by the gel Kayano, which, as you might be aware of, is one of our strongest performance shoes of all time. We're now in its 20th year, so we've got the gel Kayano 20, which is one of the best known running shoes in the world. What we're doing is reintroducing the Kayano 1, and that launches the first time in spring, summer. As we get into autumn, winter, we are bringing back the GT Cool, which is, again, a shoe of a real strong story and history about it.
I haven't seen it for a while, yeah.
It's the first time we're bringing it into Europe. We've had a US launch, but we felt the time is right to bring it now back with the split tongue execution, which has worked so well for us in the Spotlyte 3. But slightly different tool and a slightly chunkier profile, but still with the real strong aesthetic look, and our heritage feel, and it's a great name, GT Cool.
Do you have a pricing for that one?
Pricing is still TBC. I think it will sit at between 120 and 130 euros, depending on execution. So we've got a mix of styles coming through from July onwards on this model.
And I can see a Spotlyte 5.
Yes, I mean, I don't want to give too much away on the Spotlyte 5, but because of the success we're seeing and obviously the monosock story and the comfort factor to that, I think is just real nice. It's really relevant right now. But we're continuing to evolve with this. So for the early part of the season, we're looking at some of the kind of a nod towards some of our OG colours. And then we evolve that as we get into the second half, looking at some material executions. So, traditionally Gore-Tex is, great fabric to work with, something that ties back into our performance history. So there might be a bit of a theme there coming through for October, November this year.
And I'm quite sorry that we can't show you because they look quite good. I've seen sneaker boots.
I think, obviously we've got such strong heritage in running, and we're looking at how we can evolve that. And you would have seen the likes of the Harandir and the Shore Runner, which are, we're calling our future classic models, where we're taking the DNA of our traditional Onizuka Tiger product, but evolving it for today's consumer. And it's in a natural evolvement of that to bring a sneaker boot to give us a real winter expression, because winter running is really important in our business, both in performance and lifestyle for this year. So the idea is to bring a sneaker boot version of the Harandir, which is still pretty top secret, and obviously we can't share now, but we're going to bring that through in men's and women's, and we're looking at some real premium executions, looking at some suede, some winterized materials, as well as a more traditional sport feel about it with mesh uppers, lots of suede overlays. So I think hopefully, we think it's a really exciting boot, and if we see what's around this season, we know that trend is going to continue, and we really think we can have a big voice in it.
And is there anything you will bring in the next 12 months that's totally new? Do you have anything?
The other boom factor for us is obviously we've spoken a lot about running in this period, but we're a multi-sport brand, and we've got credentials in a number of other areas. So the ones that I want people to really kind of look out for and get excited about is probably around basketball. So we've got the Spotlyte, which was a shoe which dates back against the 90s, was worn in the NBA by some of our assets. Cy Thomas, it was his signature shoe back in the day. So that is something that's going to come through later in the year. And also looking at court, and we know that there's real rumours at the moment that this is going to be something that's going to really come back in a big way to sit alongside running and basketball trends. So we're looking there at the GT Quick, which again is a really strong heritage model. So what you will see in the next kind of 2 seasons is really where we start to blow out the number of models we're working on, which I think is really exciting, because for me you know, the gel light free, the Saga, you know, these great shoes. We're now going to have a whole family that people can get excited about.
Do you have a favorite piece?
Do you know what? I think for me, I mean, the gel light free, when I first joined the brand, you know, it was the model that I already owned, I was so excited about. So now I'm in the privileged position to be helping the team work on models like this. I think that's the one for me, and I think it really typifies about what our brand is about, because you've got a shoe there that was worn by, you know, some of the best runners in the market. It was really ahead of its time and still looks really fresh now. 24 years on, actually 2015 to 25th anniversary. So, you know, it's a really exciting time for that shoe.
Ihr hört also, es gibt viel Neues von Asics bzw. Onitsuka Tiger. Da wird einfach ein bisschen Modellpflege betrieben an einigen Stellen, aber es kommen auch viele neue Modelle raus, beziehungsweise es werden viele alte Bestandsmodelle aus den 90ern vor allem auch wieder aufgelegt. James, thank you very much for taking your time.
Thanks, man.
It was a pleasure to me.
Thank you.
And wir sehen uns wahrscheinlich erst nächste Woche wieder, weil ich glaube, dass Asics und Onitsuka Tiger der letzte Clip von der Fashion Week 2014 aus Berlin war. Wenn dem so ist, sage ich bis nächste Woche, habt ein schönes Wochenende, und falls dem nicht so ist, bis gleich. Ne? Macht's gut, ciao.